Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with great recordings you've never heard of. Well, as you all probably know, 2025 is the Ravel year. Don't ask me why. It's the something anniversary of something. He was born, he died, he had lunch. I have no idea. He took a trip. It's a Ravel year. Let's put it that way. I don't really pay much attention to things like that, except that we have to acknowledge the flood of recordings that are going to come out, or have already come out, celebrating Ravel, who, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, is the most famous composer who wrote the least amount of music. It all adds up to a slender few hours or so, although there's a goodly selection. There's a couple operas and ballets and things like that, but more or less, there's a tiny handful of works, and they get recorded to death. And we didn't need a Ravel year for them to be recorded to death, do we? And that's the issue, because in amongst the deluge of new stuff, we also have to sort through all of the old stuff. And there are certain iconic recordings, and there are certain recordings that sort of slid under the radar. And one of them was this, on Simax. The Norwegian pianist Sigurd Slättebrekk. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I don't care, so don't tell me. You'll get it. See, there he is, Sigurd Slättebrekk. We all know who we're talking about. Now, Siggy here only made 3 recordings, as far as I know, for Simax or anybody else. He did a Schumann recital, which was excellent, and he did a slammin' Grieg piano concerto, just amazing. Possibly the reference recording for that work. I don't know. I talked about it before. It's stunning. And this Ravel recital, which is also just marvelous. He was a brilliant, I say was, he's still around, but I mean, he was he gave up concertizing in the classical music field to do some kind of, I don't know, I read about it. It made no sense to me. He was doing some sort of, performance, modern multimedia, visual, I don't know what the hell it was. He was really a brilliant creative mind. So brilliant, nobody knows what the heck he's talking about. But, he made these 3 stunning recordings, and that's all there are. And Simax is a wonderful label that has the highest quality audio when they make their own recordings, as they did here. And what we get on this particular disc is a slammin' performance of the Valses noble et sentimentales. It's a wonderful work that, at least as far as Ravel goes, is one of his less well-known and less popular piano pieces as a piano work, because he also orchestrated it, of course, as a ballet. The ballet's name was Adelaide, ou le langage des fleurs. Don't ask me what it was about. And then we have Jeudeau, and of course, how could we live without Gaspard la nuit? Now, everybody has their favorite Gaspard la nuit, right? There are some amazing ones. There's Pogorelich, and there's Argerich, and there's I don't know, Michelangelo, I don't know, famous people. They all did Gaspard la nuit. Ivan Moravec always wanted to do it, but he was so finicky and perfectionist that he never got around to it, but he could play it. It's just everyone's got one. What can I tell you? It's one of the iconic late romantic piano works for its grotesquerie, the spider hanging, lowering itself down to the body, hanging on the hangman's noose and the gibet, and it's just Ondine is, glittery and beautiful, but menacing. And then, of course, there's Scarbo, the twisted little evil gnome thing. It's an amazing piece of music. It really is. And this is a fabulous performance. I mean, Slättebrekk has, did I pronounce that right? Oh, why do I even try? I don't even know if I have the right number of consonants. Why does he have 2 Ks at the end of his name? What good does that do? Anyway. he has a tremendous range of color, dynamic sensitivity, especially in Scarbo. You know, the thing about Scarbo is that it's mostly pretty quiet, right? It's all kind of rumbly and twisty, and then it erupts. And he has that eruptive quality. And of course, he's helped by absolutely gorgeous recorded sound. I mean, Ondine really glitters. The gibet has to be metronomically, hypnotically frozen in time, and so it is. Oh, it's just a wonderful performance. And then we've got his prelude, which is just a prelude, the minuet on the name of Haydn, à la manière de Chabrier, the Menuet Antique, not one of his more profound pieces, à la manière de Borden, and the Pavane. It ends with the Pavane. And it is a Pavane for a dead princess, not a dead Pavane for a princess, as Ravel once said to a pianist who said, "What did you think of my performance?" And Ravel said, "I've written a Pavane for a dead princess, not a dead Pavane for a princess, you jerk." Anyway, it's a fantastic Ravel disc. It really is. And so in this Ravel year, as we're all just glomming on to boatloads of Ravel, you might want to consider giving this a shot. Give it a listen, because this was just a wonderful pianist, and we've heard too little of him. He recorded too few recordings. Well, who knows? Maybe in his dotage, when he's in his 80s, he'll come back as a great unacknowledged master. Who knows? He could have a cult following. But in the meantime, give this a shot. If you can find the Grieg Piano Concerto, give that a shot too. You'll be dazzled. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.